Our next inductee into the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame, representing Baylor softball, Whitney Canion Reichenstein.
Whitney Canion Reichenstein, Baylor softball 2009 to 2014. Indisputably the best pitcher in the history of the Baylor softball program. Canion Reichenstein was a two-time All-American who rewrote the record book. She tossed 5 no-hitters and holds career pitching records for wins, complete games, shutouts, and strikeouts, a mark that may never be broken. Canion Reichenstein was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year and Pitcher of the Year in 2009. She won Pitcher of the Year honors again as a 6th-year senior in 2014 and twice won 31 games in a season, in leading the Bears to World Series appearances in 2011 and 2014. She had her number 11 jersey retired in March of 2015 and was recently named the Big 12 Alumni Council, along with 2011 Heisman Trophy winner Robert Griffin III. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the newest member into the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame, Whitney Canion Reichenstein.
I have a lot more notes than Ronnie has. I want to start by thanking Baylor University, Baylor Athletics, and the Bee Association for having me. I am so humbled to receive this honor and to be inducted into the Hall of Fame with all of these incredible athletes. Congratulations to each of you on this accomplishment. I'd like to thank my extended family for being here. I've got my dad, my brother, his family, and all of my in-laws here, and many friends that came to support me. I won't name each and every one of you, but thank you for being a part of this very special day. Fun fact, I'm not the first number 11 Baylor softball player to be standing here, nor the first Reichenstein. My sister-in-law, Chelsea Lake Reichenstein, was inducted back in 2018. For those of you that know my father-in-law, you've heard this a million times. He really does have 2 All-American daughter-in-laws. He likes to say that a lot. I'd like to thank my husband, my best friend, and my biggest fan, Luke, for being here, 6-year-old son, Nolan, and 4-year-old daughter, Reagan, for being here. I believe everything happens for a reason. I had dreams of playing softball somewhere else. Luke had dreams of going to Notre Dame, where his dad went. God had other plans for us. Here we are, both proud Baylor grads, and are successfully brainwashing our kids that Baylor is the only choice. Right? Sick and Bears, kids. There are many people and teammates that have shaped me into who I am today, but I'd like to take a moment to speak to a few of you that were a big part of the path to get me here. To Miss Sue Getterman, I'd like to thank you and Ted for providing our softball program with the best softball facilities. You set the bar, yes. Thank you, Ted and Sue. You both set the bar extremely high, and it's amazing to see other schools using our field and indoor facility as a benchmark, AKA copying our facility. To Miss Alice Starr, thank you, and Judge Starr, for supporting our program. I'll still remember when Luke got Judge Starr to wear that neon yellow Sycomaniac shirt. It meant a lot when you had the team over for a big pizza party after our huge regional win in 2014. And most of all, when Judge Starr married Luke and I. To Kevin Shelton, my Texas Glory coach, which is one of the top, he coaches the top select program in the country. Thank you for taking a chance on me coming over to your select team. The way you handle yourself as a coach inspires me, Kevin, and I hope to be half the coach to my kids that you were to me. Thank you for putting me on the recruiting map and getting me in front of all the college softball coaches around the country. His daughter, Kathy Shelton, and I played together here at Baylor and on Texas Glory. One of the most fierce competitors and best center fielder I ever had. Kathy, I can still hear you screaming at me from center field to throw strikes. Let me tell y'all, it's really not that easy. To Claire Hosack, my catcher, thank you for making the trip here from Florida with Calla, early flight this morning. We were a true battery. She knew all of my superstitions. There's a lot of them. I was very superstitious. She knew every routine I had during warm-ups, between innings, and most importantly, what pitch I wanted when I would shake off. We had a special bond that no one can teach. It happens with good team chemistry. I wouldn't be here today without her making me look so good and making that glove pop as loud as you could, even if it hurt your hand. To Megan Weldon Diaz, Coach Diaz, I can't thank you enough for our friendship that grew during season-ending injuries in 2010. I love playing with you and proud to see you a part of the Baylor coaching staff, but most importantly for playing matchmaker and introducing Luke and I. To my dad, the best catcher on a bucket there ever was. I got this. You may have had some hurt toes and shins, lost some toenails, but there are no words to thank you enough for the time, effort, money, sweat, and tears you poured into making me the best hitter and pitcher I could possibly be. You never missed anything of mine. Owning your own company wasn't easy, but again, your schedule never allowed you to miss anything. I will never forget those early 6 a.m. mornings before school. We'd go pitch in the indoor shop you built so I could still have a social life in the evening and enjoy my life. You did it all with a smile on your face and never once complained. Look at where we are tonight. I think it paid off, Dad. Thank you for being an amazing father, my coach, and my biggest fan. To the Baylor coaching staff, Coach Moore, Coach Newman, Coach Lum, who is missed and looking down on us tonight, and all of the support staff. There aren't enough words to thank y'all for the unforgettable college experience. It was so fun, I got to do it a couple extra years. Thankfully, due to COVID, you have athletes longer than me now. I had 2 medical red shirts, and that's why I was here 6 years. I don't have time to share 6 years worth of stories, but these coaches literally never gave up on me. They pushed me harder than I knew was possible, both physically and mentally. Coach Newman, you always knew how to bring out the best in me. You see, I didn't fail a lot before college. I threw hard and fast, relied on strikeouts and blowing it by everybody. Let me tell you, pitching at the D1 level will humble you. With each injury, I learned more about myself, my mental game, being a leader, and most importantly, being a better teammate because of you. Thank you for the endless bullpen talks, mentorship, and for not only making me a better athlete, but a better person. The quote I will never forget from you that has stuck from my freshman year, 6 a.m. running workouts, fake it until you make it. You could argue I'm telling myself that now to get through tonight. Coach Moore, thank you and Miss Janice for bringing these athletes into your home, quite literally, and treating us like your own family. I know I caused you to lose a lot of hair and get rid of your old man socks that you wore, but I truly would not have wanted to play for another college coach. I will never forget sitting in your office after losing a heartbreaker regional at that school to be unnamed in College Station in 2013, had just graduated with my undergrad degree, telling you I might be done. My body hurts. I don't know how to go through this a 6th year. You looked me straight in the eye and said, I will support you in whatever decision you make. I just don't want you to regret this later on in life. Thinking if I had played my last year of eligibility. Obviously, those words stuck with me, and I thought about it over time. I would not be standing here today without giving that 6th year my best shot. My senior year led me to some of my highest accomplishments in the team making it back to the Women's College World Series, where we set the comeback record, and I threw my last pitch ever at the World Series. Coach Moore, I admire you, and thank you for not only helping me on the field, but more importantly, helping me become the person I am today off the field. I have always said I am a Baylor Bear for life, and this solidifies that. I am extremely humbled by this recognition and full of gratitude. Thank you, and Sic 'em Bears.